Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. Today we're talking a little bit about everything. My favorite kind of stream, I'm not gonna lie. I love just talking about all the things happening in the world of horror right now. We have a lot of comments. A lot of fun people out there in the chat right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for being so early. Heck yeah. Ready to get into all this with y'all. I see y'all are excited too. Of course, we're going to talk a little Terrifier 3 because that's the hot ticket item right now. We're all very, very excited for that. But we also had some Scream 7 news, some I Know What You Did Last Summer, requel news. We had some In a Violent Nature 2 news. Oh, so your boy's excited. Lots to talk about. So let's break it down. Let me know what is the thing that you are the most excited for moving forward in this great big world of horror that we have ahead of us. Easton Plays, what's up, fella? How's it going? Thanks for being a Killjoy Cult member, my friend. Saying, hey, Jake, can you please bring back the Instead of Friends, I Have Horror Movies line? I just did today, because of popular request. I brought it back in today's video, so I will be continuing to do that in more videos, because I like it too. I think it's fun. So let me do that intro again. Hi, everybody, I'm Killjoy Jake, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. There you go, Easton. You're welcome. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. I see some more channel members are with us tonight. If I can get to them. There we go. Paula, hi. Hello. What's up? I got some catching up to do on these chats. Oh my God. Hello, Paula. Welcome in. IDK, hello. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know there was a live stream tonight. Apologies, my dudes. I had to cancel yesterday. Your boy had some stuff come up, but we're here now, and that's what matters. So we're talking horror. We're talking Terrifier, we're talking Scream 7, we're talking a bunch of stuff, so it's gonna be fun. And getting back to a normal schedule this week, finally, now, we will have another Art the Clown 12 streams of Artemis coming up this Friday, ladies and gentlemen, so join me for that for the 11th week. We were on 12 last week. We're on the 11 now, slowly getting closer to Terrifier 3. God, I'm excited. So join me then. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I'll be giving away more free memberships on Friday. So in the new month, YouTube allows me that. So I already gave so many away. I want to give more away, but I can't. Soon though. Anyways, we got some more friends out here. What's up, Dawson? Thanks for being a member. Hi, can't wait for the shower scene in Terrifier 3. Me too, man. Oh my God, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be so much fun because we got a little tease of it in the trailer. And we only got a little taste, you know what I mean? We got to see the chainsaw going through Mia's arm just a little bit, you know? But I'm excited to see the whole goddamn massacre. I imagine because they're doing that, because they're teasing that in the teaser trailer, it's gonna be one of the bigger scenes of the movie. Of course, we gotta wait until we actually see the damn thing, and maybe even more marketing before we learn more about some of the kills in there. But your boy is excited, Dawson's Creek. Thanks for being with us tonight. Thank you. VKD, what's up, fella? Saying just watched Scream 4 with Sister Pam. Yeah, very nice. It's my favorite Scream sequel right there. Hell yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time watching. Erica's with us tonight. Hey. What's up, fella? What's up? What other members are with us tonight? Stefano. Ugh, sorry about that, Stefano. What's up, fella? You're gifting memberships. Oh my God. Stefano came into the stream last Friday and was just gifting memberships left and right. Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I gotta scroll all the way up because y'all are so excited tonight. I love this energy. Oh my God. Can we keep this up through October? Through all the spooky month? We'll just have to see. That goes to That Sounded Scary. Congratulations on the free membership. Go check out some of the awesome perks that come along with it, like all of the exclusive horror hot takes videos. New one comes out this week on The Shining. I have to use a DVD, so there you go. Found that bad boy. we're gonna watch it. I cannot wait. That's gonna be a fun one to revisit. R.I.P. Shelley Duvall, of course. That was requested by Art the Clown member Paul Krupa, by the way. So shout out to you, Paul, if you're hanging out with us tonight. Stefano, that sounded scary. Thanks for being with us as well. All right, let's move along. Let's see what else is going on here. You guys making sure Jake stays behind on the chat. I know. I'm I'm trying. Oh God, this is so exciting. Dev is saying the first Terrifier 3 stream I was in was awesome. Heck yeah, Dev. Dude, I love the profile picture, by the way. I also have a Michael Myers mask. You can't see it, but it's like right over there. it's over there somewhere. And I do the same thing with the mouth. That's hilarious. I love it. I'm glad you like the streams. Thanks for hanging out with us, dude. That sounded scary, saying I want to see Art do the cha-cha slide in someone's blood. You know, I wouldn't put it past him. He's a goofy guy. He's a silly little fella. Just going sliding around in some blood. We saw him do some Blood Angels. So who knows what else he's capable of. RJ Skarenki is saying, so glad to make it tonight. Always ready to talk some horror. Good, dog. It's always a good time to talk horror. We're just getting into spooky season here. It's spooky season all year round at Killjoy Jake, but I mean, this is my favorite time of year. What can I say? I'm already seeing leaves on the fucking ground. Jake is very happy about that, let me tell you. Best time of the year, in my opinion. 1L is saying, I think the reason everyone was mad about the first teaser was probably because they thought Art was going to kill that kid like he killed Ellie. You know, here's my question. Right? Like, I think Art's going to kill a kid in this movie. Just being real. I don't think it's going to be that brutal. I really don't think it's going to be, oh my God. Like, I think it's going to be shocking enough to have Art the Clown go after a kid. But I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Is that too far for you? Do you think they're actually going to do that here in T3? Is just the mere Art the Clown in the same room chasing around a child, is that enough to push that boundary? I feel like it can be. You know, obviously Terrifier is all about the grotesque. It's all about showing you the shit that might be considered taboo in other franchises. But I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think it's going to be bedroom scene. We're going to torture, you know, yeah, a character like that for like 20 minutes on screen. I think it's going to be more like, here's a brutal death that's going to happen, but that's going to be it. And we're going to move on to the next thing. I don't even think that's going to be the big kill, if I had to guess. But I will say they're clearly alluding to something in that teaser trailer. They wouldn't have set it up that way had they not had something like that in play. And again, you know, my argument has always been, I don't need Art the Clown to kill a kid in Terrifier 3 to be impressed. I don't, not at all. But I'm not against the movie pushing boundaries. I mean, if The Exorcist had never pushed boundaries, where would horror be today? You know what I mean? I want that. I want horror to constantly be pushing boundaries. A lot of people are saying that horror's gotten soft, and I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. I think some horror movies are badass, and a lot of the ones that get a lot of promotion are a little softer. A lot of those PG-13 ones nowadays, they don't make PG-13 horror like how they used to. I just watched Alien vs. Predator again. That's the latest horror hot takes video. And my God, that is a brutal PG-13 movie. Like, it completely blew my mind. I was like, I can't believe this has the rating it does. So I don't know. It's really one of those things that I think is really debatable. But I'm always down for horror to push boundaries. It's a necessary thing. I want to feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's what horror is all about, feeling uncomfortable and pushing some boundaries. So I'm here for it. Stefano's also saying, but I think Terrifier 3 is going to show a more gory kid death. Well, there you go. What a nice little tack on to that. Dear God. JPR is saying, it's okay as long as you look past it and enjoy the rest of the plot. I don't know. I'm trying to say hi to everybody, and then I'm out of context with some of these comments. But hello everyone. Hello JPR. Hello friends. How are you guys doing? Let's see. What's one I can respond to? You forgot about Trick or Treat? Oh, great movie for this time of year, man. Or the time of year we're getting into, right? Mentally, I'm already in spooky season. Sorry. Spooky, scary skeletons. It's just playing on a repeat already up here. I love that movie. That is a must-watch every Halloween season, in my opinion. So, love that. Love that stuff right there. Also, you know, I almost forgot I was going to come out the gate with this, and I kind of forgot. Thank you all for 26,000 subscribers. Holy crap. Got that today. Damn, we're moving up in the world. I remember when we got 25,000 subscribers here. Now we're up to 26K. So thank you all so much for that. I appreciate you all. Much love, hugs and kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. Hugs and kisses all around. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Dios, what's good? What's good? Chilling out. You know what's good? A delicious glass of water in a Ghostface cup. That's what's good, my friend. Welcome in. I appreciate you for hanging out with us. Let's go, Jake, the Mustard Man. That's what they call me. I'm the Mustard Man. Welcome in, man. Appreciate you. Antidus is with us. Hello, Jake. Hello, Chucky. How you doing? Welcome in. I see Dead People is from Sixth Sense, not Kendrick. What? I see Dead People is... Yes, it is. Correct. It is from The Sixth Sense. I see Dead People. Great movie, great twist. And if you don't know the twist, I don't know what to tell you. That's one of those twists where I don't feel bad spoiling it because so many people, that's where so many people, I feel like so many people know that already. Other movies have spoiled it since as well. So I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's an interesting movie if you've never seen it. And speaking of which, we actually have a new M. Night Shyamalan flick this week. Your boy's doing a review of Trap coming out this Thursday. Gonna be seeing that one. I'm hearing that All My Friends Are Dead is also coming out this week. This is a new movie from Marcus Dunstan, who did like The Collector, wrote some of the Saw films. I'm very excited for that. Have a lot of excitement for this one. I didn't realize who it was. Didn't realize who is behind that one, and now I'm a lot more excited for it, knowing that the creatives are people I trust, people who I like a lot of their other projects. So that's exciting. It's exciting stuff. Eric Cartman, I mentioned you in my video today. I'm so glad to see you, my friend. Hate to say it, Jake, but I've given up on Ben Stiller's Rat movie. No updates since 2020 isn't a good sign. You know what? Keep the faith alive, my friend, because I remember back in 2020 there was a smidge of an update on Creep 3. Like the littlest nothing update on what is going to come next in the Creep franchise. And I'm like, God, give us something already. And finally here in 2024, we got the announcement that there's a new Creep TV series coming. So that's exciting. It's really exciting, man. So keep the hope alive, you know, never give up. Never give up. Keep those ears perked. And you never know what's going to come down the line. But Eric Cartman, I talked a little bit about the Long Walk movie, a brand new adaptation of Stephen King's work. Coming to theaters sometime probably in 2025, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. God, I got to catch up with this chat. But there's a brand new Stephen King horror film that just added Judy Greer and Mark Hamill to the cast. It sounds very interesting, and our friend here, Eric Cartman, is very excited for it. So I can't wait to see the film. I believe hopefully coming out in 2025 at some point. I think it just went into production, if I'm not mistaken. It like just started filming. So maybe we'll see it next year. Maybe we'll see it in early 2026. I don't know. These things take time, though. Let me tell you. Richard B's got a question. Hey, Jake. Hey, Richard. What do you think of when Art disappeared at the end of the teaser? I don't think it was an editing choice. I think he actually teleported somewhere. Richard, did you say this in a comment or over live streams or something? I vaguely remember this question being popped up, and it really made me think. I think we might have talked about it on the last live stream, but I love this. I really this has me invested. I'm not gonna lie. This has me thinking that there might be something there. That you might have a point. Because we know Arthur is supernatural. If we've learned anything from the last two movies, if we've learned anything from All Hallows Eve, the dude's got something going on. Some kind of demonic, not, what was that word that I just threw out there? Demonic presence. We know that's going on with old Arthur the Clown. So can he teleport? Is Jason physics going to apply to Art the Clown here already? Dear God. I don't know. It's a big question. It's a big question because that seems to be the end of the shower sequence, and then he just kind of vibes out. Just into nothing, dissipates like Thanos just snapped him out of existence. I don't think it's good. I do feel like it is just an editing choice, but I also feel like it is alluding to the supernatural element still being present in Terrifier 3. Name something else about the trailer that was supernatural. I can't. So I think if it's alluding to anything or if there's any purpose to it, it's that. It also kind of looks like when he leaves too, it also kind of looks like a little face in the blood. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into things that aren't there, but it was cool. It was cool at the very least. Seemed like something was going on. So I love it. Richard, thanks for being with us, man. I appreciate it. You rock that tank top, my dude. I can't. My shoulders are weird. I am a broad fella. But anyways, MT is saying, I thought the blood in the trailer looked a little brighter than Terrifiers 1 and 2. The color grading on this film is significantly different from Terrifier 2. It looks a lot more like Terrifier 1. So I'm curious which way that they're going to approach that with this new film. I do agree. It looks a little more, I don't want to say like Giallo blood, but yeah, it is a different color. I like it. You can tell the budget is a little higher for this one, which I like. $2 million versus $250K. I'm excited though, MT, man. I honestly, I love the way the trailer looks. Again, it's kind of like how I did a video on this when it dropped, but it's almost like he took the best parts from Terrifier 1 and Terrifier 2 and just smushed them together. I saw some silliness, I saw some color grading that made me like creeped out, made everything look a little more like grunge and icky. I like that. I like when things look icky, especially in horror. I was just talking about, I did a rewatch of Evil Dead Rise recently, and I was just telling my brother, I was like, man, I love Evil Dead Rise, but I think a big reason why it's a little lower on my rankings of the Evil Dead flicks is because it's so clean. It is a clean looking movie, and Evil Dead should be a little, have that grunginess to it. Like, I think the original Evil Dead and like Evil Dead 2013 especially look disgusting, and it's great. I love how disgusting those films look. So I'm hoping that the future Evil Dead films don't look as clean as Rise. That's me getting crazy nitpicky though. I'm not even gonna lie. But I love that. I love that feeling about those Evil Dead films in particular. It feels like I'm not supposed to be watching, and that's great. Makes me very happy. Ain't no way Stefano is back with the memberships. He is. The GOAT is here, ladies and gentlemen. Love it. Thanks for being here again, Stefano. Talia's with us tonight. What's up, fella? How you doing? Hey, Jake, haven't caught a live in a while, but I'm glad I can make it. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. If you got any horror questions, throw it out into the chat, my friend. Ella, one of our beloved channel members, is here as well. What's up, Ella? How's it going? Second time watching Longlegs. I fell in love with Nick Cage. I don't know if I'm getting the story right. Well, if you're in love with them, probably not. But, I really got to do a rewatch on it, Ella. I'll tell you what, I'm still thinking about it. I wasn't crazy about the movie. I remember leaving the theater being like, God, I wanted to like that so bad. And I had mixed feelings. There's some things I loved about it. There's a couple of moments in particular that had me rolling laughing. Like, I was like, that is so fucking funny. It was a very effectively funny film, in my opinion. But, a lot of people are saying like, oh man, horror's not all about being scary, right? It's not. Horror is not all about being scary. But if you market your movie as the scariest film of the year and then don't deliver on that, well, then I'm going to feel a little disappointed. I don't care what anyone says. So that does bum me out a little bit. That I don't know. It didn't really. There's a jump scare in the middle that I guess kind of got me a little, riled up. But I found the film to be like creepy and then a little like just explaining everything to you, like directly to the audience at one point. I don't find that scary. I don't know. Maybe some people do, and that's awesome. Rock on. But I like things when things are a little more ambiguous. The unknown is scary to Jake. I like when things are out of my control and fucking shit up, But I can't say I didn't like Longlegs, though, because the performances are like genuinely some of the best of the year. Like, oh my God, Micah Monroe, one of her best performances ever. Nicolas Cage, a career one of the best of his career, I'd have to say. Dear God, it's a really thought-provoking movie, and I liked a lot of the things going on. Just the way that they were delivered is what I wasn't crazy about. But I do want to watch it again. I think I will appreciate it more on rewatch, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm excited for that nonetheless. Kai the horror guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Love it. What's up, fella? Hi, Jake. Can't wait for Terrifier 3 and to see art make Christmas decorations out of people's body parts. Me too, Kai the Horror Guy. God, I hope so. I want to see a fleshy snowman. Remember for Halloween Ends, I was saying I want to see Michael Myers eat a rat? Well, I want to see Art the Clown build a snowman out of flesh. I want to see him build a flesh man. Damien Leone, bring me the flesh man. That would be a really scary clip. If I was making a horror movie and some like dickhead on the internet was like, bring me the flesh man, Jake, I'd be like, dear God, get this fucking crazy lunatic away from me. Riv go crazy. What's up, fella? That's going to be the big scene. The flesh man? Probably. I want to see him build a fleshy man. God. Gameplay Panda. What's up, fella? Jake, happy to be here tonight. I'm happy you're here too. I love pandas. I really do. They're hilarious little guys. Also, you hope that Terrifier 4 comes out in 2025. Damn. You're just getting that poking Damien in the back saying, come on, work, make more movies. No, I'm just messing with you. But I think Terrifier 4 will come. But, let's let's give him some time. Let's give him some time to figure that out. You know, what's it going to be next? What's the next thing going to be? I want to give him some time. You know, I'm thinking 2026 personally. Like October 2026 will be the next one. Give him some time to figure it all out, right? Get the juices all in the right crevices. Does that make any sense? Probably not. But anyways, Easton Plays is saying, can you stream every day in October? Dear God, you want to kill me too. Gameplay Panda wants to kill Damien Leone, and you want to kill me. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. Dear God, every day. Yeah, we'd get to like day 12 and I'd just be like, hey guys, I'm Killjoy Jake. You know, just, oh God, spilling water all over myself. I'm going to try to stream a lot in October, I promise. But this old man has got to get his beauty sleep. My God, I've got to catch up on the chat. Dude, I'm like 40 chats behind right now. I'm so sorry, everybody. I see so many wonderful people out there like Danny B Series. Hello, JPR. I'm not even reading the comments. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I got to catch up, though. I can't pronounce that. Hello, did I watch the new MK1 trailer? I know Ghostface is in there. That's very cool. Eric, what's up, fella? I'm so excited for Alien Romulus. Speed round. Let's go, baby. Respond to me. I just did, Danny. Dev, enter. Me and Sam need to be brothers. Hell yeah, brother. I already said hi to you. Austin Daniels, a member. What's up, fella? Thank you for being part of the Killjoy cult. You're excited for Wolfman. I'm excited for Lee Winnell's Wolfman, too. Very exciting stuff. Let's keep moving. Wild Boy Movies is saying, I can't wait for Alien Romulus. Lots of love for Romulus. Love to see that. Genuinely think it'll be one of the best of the franchise. I couldn't agree more, my friend. The trailer, the new posters we got today, so much exciting stuff revolving around that movie. And maybe I'm alone in this boat. I know I literally just said I was going to speed round, but now I got a whole rant. I'm going to flash ahead. Love you guys so much. Thank you all so much. Y'all are the best. Alien Romulus, I think, is going to be one of the best Alien sequels. And maybe I'm alone in this boat, but I'm just not crazy about a lot of them. You know, like Aliens? Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, one of the best sci-fi action movies. Maybe the best one of all time. I'm going to be honest. Like, Aliens is a top tier, dear God, one of the best just films in general. That one and the first one, so good. Love them to death. Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. I watched Alien Resurrection again. I used to like that movie as a kid. Has not aged well with me personally. I love the characters, but man, some of that writing is crazy. Alien 3, I've never been big on. I love Fincher, but man, what happened with that movie? The new Ridley Scott movies, I'm really not crazy about either. I don't know. Covenant's not bad. Like, I can get into Covenant a little bit, you know, if you're in the mood for a slow burn, but that and Prometheus, I don't know. They just not my cup of tea, really. Nothing like, oh my God, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. But just some weird decisions here and there. But Romulus, I think, is going to be that new, like, third place contender for the franchise. Oh, and I can't forget about Alien versus Predator. I love both of those movies. Even if Requiem, you can't fucking see 90% of it. Still love it. My Chunky Jordy is gifting a Killjoy Jake membership. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Jordy. I appreciate you. Or that goes to Anthony Loxis. Congratulations, Anthony. Welcome to the fold, my friend. You can check out brand new videos every single week. Every single Friday, your boy will have a new horror hot takes video. And I know I just said this like 20 minutes ago, but it will be on The Shining this week. Rest in peace, Shelley Duvall. We're going to celebrate her legacy this Friday on the channel for Patreon members. So go check that out. Channel members, Patreon members, it's all the same. So my Chunky Jordy, thank you so much for gifting that membership. I really do appreciate you. You're the best. You're the best, my friend. Lighting Ghost is also just throwing a buck out there. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna. I really do appreciate that. I won't use it at the strip club. I promise. I won't just start doing this. I really won't. I'll only have one. It'll be one little thing. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you for the buck. Appreciate you a bunch. Jake, my imaginary movie called The Ones Who Live is the scariest movie of the year. The mind creates the scariest shit, Dios. That's what I will say. That is the scariest stuff out there. Paul is asking an interesting question here, and then I'm going to get to some more super chats because I see him. I'm getting to him. Paula is saying, what are your thoughts on a December start time for Scream 7? So I talked a little bit about this in my video today. Personally, I think it's good. I think there's a couple reasons why they're moving it around, but biggest thing, number one reason, maybe number one reason, this is total speculation, is because Patrick Dempsey's schedule just got heckin' busy up until November of this year. He's filming the new Dexter prequel called Original Sin? Or am I thinking of Pretty Little Liars? I don't know. But Dexter, prequel, he's doing that. So I really think they're accommodating to his schedule. Nev had even said that there was something up with her schedule and Kevin's schedule. It just worked a little better to get this thing out in December. I will say, though, we have people saying, oh, it's still going to come out in 2025. It's not coming out in 2025. I'm telling you that right now. But listen, I want to see this movie, too. I want to see this movie bad. But if they're filming through the top half of 2025, it ain't coming out till 2026. The other reason I'm speculating that too is not just off the top of my head, like, oh, just that's how long it takes movies to make. It does, but there's more to it than just that. There's a really nice little release window in April of 2026. You guys might have heard about some of the other exciting movie projects coming out from Hollywood. Lots of sequels, but sequels bring in people. That's the thing. Hate on sequels all you want, but they do put butts in seats. A lot of prequels, a lot of sequels, a lot of franchise continuations coming out throughout 2025 and 2026. But in April of 2026, I believe one of the only big movies coming out that month is like the sequel to the Mario movie, if I'm not mistaken. So I was kind of like, man, be a good time to drop a horror movie. Also, if you look at like a ton of the other Scream release dates, they typically fall in spring. Typically, that's where a lot of them have released. The last two have kind of been there. Like Scream 5 was January, but that's a weird one, right? We were all complaining about that release date. But I believe April of 2026 makes the most sense. That's just, there's a good little pocket where it can hang out in theaters and be like one of, the big horror movie of that time. We don't want to release it right next to a bunch of other big horror movies and make no fucking money, right? That means no more Scream movies. As much as we don't want to admit it, money means more. That's a big rule of thumb when it comes to franchise continuations. Erica, what's up, my friend? Thanks for the $2. Jake, I sent you a DM, so whenever you have the time to check. I saw it, and here's the thing. I don't know how to make people... Wait, maybe I actually do know how to do that. Hang on now. I don't know how to make people mods in the chat. Can I just do that right now? Add as a moderator. Bam! Hang on now. Technical difficulties. Bam, Erica, you have just been granted status to mod stuff. So there you go. Erica, thank you so much for the $2. I really do appreciate that. And thank you for offering services to the chat. It means a whole bunch. Davey Deathray is hanging out with us tonight. What's up, Davey? How you doing, man? I'm going to be on Davey's channel next month. I'm really excited for that. It's going to be a very fun time. So say hello to Davey, everyone, and go subscribe to his fun little page. I don't know what, Davey, I've only seen a couple of your videos. I don't know what you're up to recently, but I bet it's something good. I really like Davey's content. So give him a watch if you have not seen what he's up to. Stefano is out here, gifted 5 Killjoy Jake memberships. Oh my God. The GOAT strikes again. I love to see it. Thank you so much, Stefano. I really do appreciate you. That goes to, sorry I'm cursed, Talia Nakarado. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry, Talia. Emily S., Darth Gutierrez, and Lawrence. Fuck yeah. Well, welcome to the fold, everybody. Really do appreciate you guys a whole bunch. Like I've said way too many fucking times at this point, Horror Hot Takes, brand new series every single Friday. You can check it out. Little member tab if you're a member, on Patreon if you're a Patreon member. And again, I'm so sorry. Y'all have heard this way too many fucking times, but Shining this week and Halloween 2018 the following week, requested by Paul Krupa, slashing it with Matt. Thank you guys for the requests. Really do appreciate it. If you're an Art the Clown member, throw your requests in, by the way. I might not get to them in the chat, but if you leave me a comment somewhere, maybe on those videos, bam, rock on. So good stuff. Thank you so much for the memberships. Stefano means a whole bunch. I'm so glad the Collector 3 is happening. Fuck yes, Lightning Ghost. Holy shit. This is a very exciting story that has just happened recently. So we found out from Marcus Dunstan, him and Patrick Melton, you might remember, are the creators of the Collector franchise. They were in the middle of doing the third Collector film, which it's one of those weird movies where I'm like, I don't know if we needed a Collector 3, but I'm also here for it too, because those two movies rock. I love both of those so much. They're right up there with Saw. They were actually a discarded Saw script that they turned into its own franchise, which is so cool. It's kind of like, it's very similar to Saw, but not quite the same thing. You know what I mean? It's the Collector is not necessarily judging people, if that makes sense. It's more of a, It's tough to explain. Like there's traps, there's a guy killing people and collecting them for some reason. Go watch it. I feel like I'm going to spoil something. It's a little more of an underground movie if you haven't seen it, so I don't want to spoil everything. But it's a very good watch, especially if you're a Saw fan or a gore fan, just in general. I know we have a lot of those here tonight. So go give it a watch. Both of them are very good. It's a very good duology as it stands. But they were in the middle of filming The Collector 3, The Collected, and it got shut down. Like, producers ghosted them out of absolutely nowhere. And we just got confirmation from Marcus Dunstan that it's back in progress. It's happening. We're doing this thing. Not only are these guys working on the new Saw film, but they're making Collector 3, which is awesome. And like I said, All My Friends Are Dead this weekend. Another new movie from these fellas. They're busy. Motherfucking busy, dude. Holy shit. Very exciting stuff, but I'm right there with you, man. I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait for it to see what they're up to with this one and where the story goes next. If I do the math correctly, Scream 6 should release in September of 2025. Dear God, they're going to re-release it? Or you mean Scream 7? They're going to release that in September. See, there's a lot of big... I know that there's a lot of big horror movies coming out in September and October already. Like, I know Blumhouse has got a big release around that time. I just got a Patreon message. It's funny when I... Dope. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I just got a request for another movie. Very exciting stuff. But dude, no, I feel you on that. Scream 7 will likely, I don't know, I just feel like it's a 2026. Anyways, let's move on. I totally lost my train of thought. Apologies. Jake, can I have mod pretty please? I promise to be the best mod ever. So here's my thing, Gameplay Panda. I love you and I appreciate the heck out of you. I know Erica though. Erica and I have had conversations. It's all good. You know what I mean? I know Erica's gonna do her best, and Gameplay Panda we'll talk. We'll make things happen if you want to be a mod. I do appreciate that. My few of my mods were not able to make it to this stream, so that's why I've employed Erica for the time being. I do really appreciate that. And Noelle is asking when I'm gonna make more Terrifier 3 videos. Oh, no worries, Noelle. I got you. We're doing more of that this week because let's be honest, that's the hot ticket item right now. We're very excited for Terrifier 3. So I've been working on a theory regarding Victoria Hayes for a little while now, and I'm just about ready to present it. Maybe I'll make it tomorrow. I want to rewatch, I haven't had time to rewatch Terrifier 2, so I really want to rewatch Terrifier 2. I have one thing that I'm not 100% on quite yet, so if I have time tonight, your boy's gonna do that, and then hopefully y'all will see a video tomorrow. But I have a stinky theory. It stinks. Ho! It's a stinky one, all right. It's coming out sometime soon, hopefully this week. Fingers crossed. Regarding Victoria's role in Terrifier 3 and what that will be. Because there's been a lot of talk regarding Victoria recently. So it has me excited to hear what they're going to do with her in this new movie. She's a piece of the puzzle that I feel like is one to keep an eye out on. We're not seeing the little pale girl, yet we are seeing Victoria in a much bigger role this time around. We haven't seen some of the other characters as much either. You might notice. Like, Jonathan is barely in that teaser trailer. Like I said, the first time we've seen him in Terrifier 3 was for half a fucking second. In that new teaser trailer we just got. We still haven't seen a few of the other characters as well. Like, what's his name? Chris Jericho. We still haven't seen what he looks like in this new movie. What's up with that? Is he dead? Is he just gonna be a beginning of the movie kill or something? What's up with that? I have a lot of questions, but we're seeing a lot of Victoria Hayes, which makes me think she's playing a much bigger role this time around. Davey Deathray said is a member for a month. Really appreciate you, Davey. Saying thanks for the shout out. Always keeping up on movie news and trailers, but right now I'm knees deep in reviewing the entire Tales from the Crypt series. Hey, yo, nice, man. I'm about to start reviewing some of my favorite Alien movies soon in preparation for Romulus. I think I'm just going to do the first two movies. I'm a basic bitch like that, Davey. But I'm just going to shit on the rest of them. Like, that's my thing. I'm in this, I saw this video of Kevin Smith recently where he was talking about, I just want to talk about the things I love. And I'm like, you know what, man? Yeah, I'm kind of in the same spot. Like, I haven't been doing updates on some of the movies I'm just not as excited for, because I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't know, man. I want to talk about the things I'm excited for. There are things that I feel like I'm just not into that. So I'm like, trying to move away from that, trying to keep the passion focused, if that makes sense. So that's good. Review things you like, and that's badass, dude. The entire Tales from the Crypt series, that's fucking ambitious, Davey. I respect it. Holy shit. Badass. I look forward to checking these out, and I can't wait to be on your channel, talk a little horror, man. We'll talk a little bit about my little secretive short film too, so it's gonna be fun. Davey, thanks for being a member, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and I look forward to that again. Have you heard anything more on the new My Bloody Valentine movie? You know, Mikey, great question, man. Not a whole lot since the announcement. You know, Blumhouse is doing a new My Bloody Valentine. They're doing a new fucking Blair Witch movie, a new everything, which, you know, take that how you will. I have not heard much about this. I am excited for it though, because I feel like My Bloody Valentine could use an update. I'm not trying to say the other ones are bad, but I feel like there's more ways that you could spin this idea and take it down brand new paths. I hope Blumhouse doesn't do what they do with most of their continuations and just, you know, shit something out. But I have faith. You know, I really do. Blumhouse used to be great. Keyword used to be. But every now and then you still get something from them where it's like, okay, that was actually pretty good. I'm actually surprisingly hearing good things about the Speak No Evil remake, which... I don't know about you guys, but I've seen that trailer enough times and I'm just like, it's almost a skip. It's almost a skip in my book. The original is so good. I love it to death. It is one of the best foreign films to come out in the 2020s thus far. And if you have not seen it, dear God, if you like Terrifier, if you like When Evil Lurks, if you like brutal horror movies, Speak No Evil, like the original one, put that on your watch list immediately. Dear God, that's an excellent movie. But this remake with James McAvoy, it's coming from James Watkins. I have been hearing some good early reviews, surprisingly. I believe the film comes out in September. I don't know, man. My thing about it, you know, is I don't believe Speak No Evil needed a remake. But I am hearing that this new take on it takes it down a different direction, which I'm not gonna lie, has me intrigued. I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded to see what this is all about. But I really like the original film, just like My Bloody Valentine. I love the original movie, and that 2009 one is fun too. So where will they take this? Hopefully down a new direction. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, man. I hope it's good. You're rewatching Terrifier 2 tonight as well? Nice. It's been too long. I just rewatched it with my girlfriend, but I'm like, there was something specific about Victoria. I wanted to watch that ending again, in particular. Some details there that I feel like are going to bleed into 3, so... Your boy likes cramming in as many details as possible with the theories, so got a good one coming. Chris Jericho is gonna die in the beginning. A good theory. Can't argue with that. I feel like it's coming. Yeah, I mean, he already kind of admitted that he's gonna die, right? There was that interview that came out with him, and he's like, I don't make it very long, but it's gonna be fun. And I'm just like, all right, Chris. You know, I love Chris Jericho. He's amazing, but zip it. Don't say no more, man. Don't spoil no kills now. Come on now. We don't know what the kill is. You know what I mean? So there is that. But Chris, come on, man. Just let us see it in the theater for the first time. Luddy Network, thank you for the $5, man. I just saw your Patreon message, and I'm going to get to that as soon as this stream is over. Really do appreciate you. Thanks for the 5. What movie was surprisingly good, and what movie was a letdown this year, in your opinion? So for me, at least, biggest surprise of the year was Immaculate. I genuinely went into that thinking, it's a Sydney Sweeney Nun movie, whatever. I was floored. It's one of my favorite horror films of the year. Genuinely fantastic. I think it has the best ending of a horror movie in 2024 thus far. I have not seen another film that has a better ending. It's not even close, personally. Like, that movie, my girlfriend and I are just like that. Like, oh my God, like jaws dropped. Holy fuck. What the hell was that? So Immaculate was the biggest surprise for me so far, but biggest disappointment, man, you know, I don't want to say Longlegs, because again, I just feel like that movie was overhyped. I don't think it was a disappointment. I want to say The Strangers. I want to say The Strangers because I love the first 2 Strangers movies, and I kind of knew Chapter 1 wasn't going to be great, especially with director Renny Harlin talking about how his goal with this trilogy was to explain the characters. Like, what? No, we don't want to see that. But it was a big letdown for me because I love the first 2. I really love the first 2, and to see that one not be anywhere near the quality of the first 2, it's a bummer, man. For me, like I said in my review, for me it's a 0 out of 10. Like, this film did nothing for me. It's I don't know, it was just a big bummer. It made me sad. But so yeah, I think that's where I'm at with horror, which makes me sad because the Strangers could have been great, but we but it's not, which sucks. But maybe 2 will be better. You know, they're doing reshoots to potentially make it better. I don't know. You know, I don't know where I'm at with that yet, Luddy. But I do believe horror is going to come alive here in spooky season. We have a lot of good movies on the horizon. A lot of movies that could be good, I should say. Just in the next couple of weeks, oh my God, we have Trap from M. Night Shyamalan, which... fingers crossed this is good. I have not been impressed by a lot of M. Night stuff recently. I want this to be good. I am rooting for M. Night actively. It's got Josh Hartnett in the lead role. I mean, come on. It's got to be at least a 6 out of 10, right? I mean, Josh Hartnett, man, come on. He's awesome. It's M. Night. I mean, dear God, you know, he's had some stinkers, but he's also made some killer horror flicks, man. Unbreakable, The Sixth Sense, Signs. I love these movies. They're bangers across the board. I want to see him come back. I really, really, really do. And then also we have Cuckoo the following week, which looks fantastic. Stream is coming out this month, which I saw people asking about earlier. So excited for that. That's going to be great. I don't know. There's a lot to be excited about in the world of horror. But I do believe, again, if you were disappointed by some of the other stuff that came out this year, we got some stuff coming in little spooky season area here that's going to be fantastic. So Luddy, thank you for the 5. Really do appreciate you. Horror's going to come alive here, I think, if I had to predict one thing or the other. Easton Plays has been a member for 10 months. What's up, fella? Can we talk about the free editor position after the stream? Listen, man, if you want to do that, absolutely, but I would feel bad. I would feel bad asking you to edit videos for me for free because it is a hassle. I go through it I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning to start researching and getting things figured out. I do appreciate it though, nonetheless, and absolutely, if you want to have a conversation, let's talk. Let's make it happen. But it's incredibly kind. Incredibly kind stuff, nonetheless. Thank you for being a member for 10 months. And yes, let's have a conversation regarding that for sure. Splattercast, what's up, dog? How's it going, Dylan? Yo, yo, yo. I know Longlegs didn't do it for you, but brother, trust me, Cuckoo is excellent. Hunter Schafer is a scream queen in the making. You know, I remember when everyone was saying, like, oh, the Longlegs marketing looks so scary. And I'm like, it does. Don't get me wrong. The marketing for Longlegs should be studied. It was excellent. But it's that Cuckoo trailer, man. I'm going to be honest. That's the scariest piece of marketing I've seen in a good couple of years. The sequence where Hunter Schafer's, like, on her bike and you see the fucking thing chasing after her. Oh, my God. I mean, chills down my spine every time I see it. It is truly upsetting. So I have very high hopes for that one. I don't want to get overhyped. You know, I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not going to long legs myself again. But dear God, I'm very excited for Cuckoo. So Splattercast, I can't wait for that one. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. You're just seeing every movie early. Dylan's just on this shit. He knows all the people to call. Just getting all these fucking screeners. God damn, he's killing it out there, ladies and gentlemen. Stupid Fizz is saying, thanks for being a member, by the way. I recently saw an article about some early reviews for Trap, and they were pretty positive. I need a good horror movie, man. I've had some disappointments this year, dog. So I'm hoping this one is good. Again, seeing it Thursday night, I cannot wait. So I hope it's good. I'm hearing positive things. Yeah, I've heard the same. I've heard positive things about Trap. I've heard again, the Speak No Evil reviews are crazy. I cannot believe those are so positive. Makes me happy, though. Makes me very happy. I hope it's good. I'm always rooting for a horror film before I see it. I always am. Lawrence, what's up, fella? A fresh new member. Welcome, welcome. Can't wait to see Cuckoo and Alien Romulus. Really interested in Nosferatu as well. You know, I keep forgetting about this one because it's coming out in December, but it is still a horror film coming out in 2024. Very excited for this. Robert Eggers can do no wrong. He is 3 for 3 in my book. Some killer movies from that guy. And now we got Nosferatu with a stacked cast. So I'm very excited for that as well, Lawrence. That's going to be good. What else do we got going on? You really, Mr. L, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really enjoyed your AVP horror hot takes, by the way. Thank you for suggesting it, Mr. L. That was an excellent choice. I love that movie to death. Like, that was one of my favorites as a kid, and when you recommended that, I was like, hell yeah. I will absolutely do a video on that. So that was great. It was great to rewatch that one. A lot of things to love in Alien vs. Predator. That first movie is... Mwah! Great stuff. Austin Daniels with a potentially hot take here, saying, I hate running scenes in movies where someone's seen chasing the protagonist. They always spook me. Oh, I see. I like those, though, because they spook me. I like being scared. That's always fun. Madison is with us tonight. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Hugs and kisses. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you a bunch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Noelle is saying, are you free October 11th? Nah, I'm watching Terrifier 3. Goddamn right. Damn right, Noelle. I love it. Same here. I'll be very busy. My butt will be in a seat, let me tell you. You know, I'll tell you what, dude. I remember seeing Terrifier 2. And, you know, I was excited about Terrifier 2. Don't get me wrong. You know, I was like, I'm hyped for this movie. This is going to be fun. But it was after seeing that movie in a theater full of fans, like just the most excited horror fans I have ever seen, you know, at the time in one setting. I was just like, this is infectious. This is awesome. People were like over the moon. The guy next to me who like I had just met, you know, we had a little conversation before the movie started. I mean, we were like doing this to each other during the bedroom scene. Like, oh my God, you know, that's crazy, dude. And I love that. I love that kind of energy that only the horror community can really bring for these kind of movies. And it's great. It's so exciting. I hope it's the same with Terrifier 3. Like that packed theater that I was in for T2 that first night. So exciting, man. Great stuff. Dylan kisses a lot of cheeks. Not just on the face, I see. No, I'm just messing with you, man. Splattercast's content is fantastic, by the way. They are climbing up the ranks. I think you guys are almost at 6K, which is really exciting. So go give them a little, hit that little button. You know, tickle that little red button. That sounded gross. I meant for that to be more of an innuendo, and it just wasn't. Dear God. Go tickle the Splattercast button. Go ahead and do that. I didn't like the way that came out. Let's just keep moving. Luddy's got another super chat. Thanks. Thanks for bailing me out of that fucking shit. My wife is talking Halloween Horror Nights. You coming to Orlando or what? Oh my God, dude, I want to, but it's so expensive. Oh my God. So your boy, here's the thing. Your boy's going and doing some stuff that I can't talk about yet soon. And then I'm doing some other stuff in October already. And I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights so bad. Your boy's making a big trip to Lexington, Kentucky, though, to do Scarefest. That's like my big trip of October. God, I want to go because it is so much fun. Halloween Horror Nights, and honest to God, if I'm not doing anything next October, like I'm doing that. I don't care. Like that was so much fun. Was it not last year, but I believe 2 years ago. Whenever they had the Myers house, I was there. I mean, listen, I've been to a few haunts and like haunted houses and stuff, and they've been great. Don't get me wrong, but Universal's Halloween Horror Nights is unmatched. I mean, some of the best attention to detail in a haunted house I've ever seen in my life. The Myers walkthrough is like, it's like the story of the original Halloween, and it's so well done. And then on top of that, you also have like the Blumhouse attraction, which I can't remember specifically what it was off the top of my. Oh, it was Freaky and was it Megan? No, Megan wasn't out yet. It was Freaky and something else. And like, I mean, the casting was fantastic. You know, the people playing the characters from the movies was like spot on. I don't know. The attention to detail at Halloween Horror Nights, unmatched. Am I, you know, pleading for a sponsor a little bit? Maybe, Universal, if you're watching. But I love it. I love it to death. So much fun. Get me out there, Universal. I'll do a whole video. Please, fingers crossed. I'm just kidding. Luddy, though, I hope you enjoy, and I will try to be there next year. I promise. But it's just going to be a little tougher with everything I got on the docket this year. I would love to meet you too and you know, shoot some flamethrowers together, right? Thanks for the 5, man. Really do appreciate you. And I love your profile picture again. Muhammad, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate the super chat. Saying my most anticipated horror is the new Wolfman. Coming out at the top of 2025. This is coming from Lee Winnell, who you guys might be familiar with that name. Dude wrote Saw. He's Adam in Saw. He wrote Insidious. He's also Specs in Insidious. What else did this guy do? He's no stranger to Universal Monsters, as he did the 2020 Invisible Man. Yeah, that's been my favorite from these like recreation of Universal, reimaginings of Universal classics or whatever, right? That Invisible Man from 2020, fantastic. Abigail's a close second. Love my Radio Silence boys so much. You guys know that, but dear God, Invisible Man, I mean, it is a 10 out of 10 in my book. I love that one. So for him to tackle the Wolfman, I really think it's going to be good. What is it? Is it Christopher Abbott who's playing the Wolfman, if I remember correctly? The cast is stacked. The director is a horror icon. It's going to be great, Muhammad. So I have a lot of faith in that one for sure. So thank you so much for the 2. Really do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Was that 2021? That the one that I'm referring to? God, was it that long ago? Jeez, it's brutal. It's been too long since I've been there. I miss Universal. It's a lot of fun. Papa Bear is saying, are you excited for stream next month? So much so. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait for stream. That is going to be a blast. Stream, for those who do not know, is a brand new horror movie coming out on August 21st. That's a Wednesday. Weird day, I know, but go see it. It's gonna rock. It's coming from the Terrifier crew, but it's directed by Michael Levy. Now, this name might be familiar. The boy was on the director, the man. He was on the page talking a little bit about this film back in October of last year. It was a blast. Such a kind dude. We exchanged some kind words behind the scenes regarding the film, and he loves the channel and stuff. He's a great dude. His movie sounds fucking sick. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. It is about, like, basically take every horror icon from every B movie from the 80s to now and, like, slap them all in a movie where there's 4 slashers running around a hotel trying to kill a family. It sounds awesome. David Howard Thornton's one of the killers too, if you really need some more push to go check it out. So it's a brand new killer character from Art the Clown. So if you liked the mean one for that reason, you're gonna love Stream. I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait for this movie. It's the Expendables of horror, as they're describing it, and he even used one of my videos for one of the teaser trailers. You know, I hate to be so full of myself, but that was pretty cool. So I'm very excited for Stream. It looks very good. Go check out a trailer. Looks sick. Bet the kills are gonna be brutal because Damien Leone did the effects for him too. So again, if you wanna, have that thirst quenched, that Terrifier 3 will certainly deliver on. If you want that quenched a little earlier, middle of August, go check out Stream. It's going to be fun. So thank you so much, Papa Bear, for the question. Great stuff. Luddy Network throwing 5 out there. Dude, thank you. Appreciate you. If you make me type this one more time, I swear on Cthulhu, I'll burn a baby. I will buy your ticket. You'll buy my fucking ticket? Man, I'll cry, though. God, Luddy, I'm gonna have to do something, man. I'm gonna have to perform some services if you do that. I'm just messing with you. No, Luddy, listen, hit me with a message. We'll talk, my friend. We'll get something figured out. I'll talk a little more about some of the things that I can't really talk about here because I got some exciting stuff in the works right now. But again, we'll talk. We'll make something happen. I would love to come down to Florida and visit you, have some fun at Universal. I love that place to death, man. It is so much fun. So, Luddy, thank you for the 5 again, man. And we'll talk. We will make something happen for sure. I love meeting up with horror fans, which is, again, why I'm going to Scarefest this year. I go to Scarefest. It's so much fun. And by the way, a lot of people have been asking about this. Yes, I will have more free tickets soon. I just got in contact with my Scarefest contact, and I will have some more to give away soon. But no confirmation on that quite yet. But it's coming. It's coming. I'll have some more free tickets for you soon, though. But Luddy, thank you for the 5, man. Let's run it. Let's have a little conversation. DJ Galaga, what's up, dude? How you doing? Jake, you've become must-watch YouTube. Love your Terrifier insights and discussions. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Your boy's working on hopefully having more... Hopefully having some more, what the heck was I saying? Dear God. Some more theories on the page. That's been a big thing. I really like doing the theory videos. So I want to do like a theory video a week, even if it's not on Terrifier. Like, obviously, Terrifier's the focus right now, of course. Terrifier 3 is the main, we got to talk about that a little bit. Come on now, that's so exciting. But moving into, the rest of the year and everything else, I do want to start doing theories on more franchises and stuff. I love it. It's honestly, those are some of my favorite videos to make. So thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you like watching them as much as I like making them because it's always a blast. But thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being in the community. It's always great. Better than Human Centipede? Dear God. Lord. HMG Loves God is saying, yo, Jake, you think they going to continue the Scream TV series? There have been some rumors. There have been some rumors about all that recently. I don't know, though. I really think that they're going to, make more movies and then do a TV series. I'm thinking about the Halloween situation right now, right? Like, we just had 3 Halloween movies, and now Miramax is working on a brand new TV series, which is rumored to be about Michael Myers in maximum security prison. Super exciting stuff there. But I'm here for that. I'm here for that angle for the Scream route too. But again, I think why I'm so much more inclined to check out a TV show right now is because, like, my personal opinion, I wasn't crazy about Ends. Halloween Ends, yikes, dude. I don't know about that one. So that's kind of why I'm like, okay, we're doing a show that takes place back in, like, maybe the 70s, the 80s with Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis. That sounds like something much more up my alley. Like, I'm very into that. With Scream, I could imagine it's something similar, right? We cap off 7 with maybe a triumphant ending for Sidney Prescott, and now we're onto something else, some like the Ghostface files, right? Like more maybe Kirby going after Ghostfaces around the greater United States or something like that. I'm very into that. A lot of people want to see a continuation to the first 2 seasons, but I don't. Again, I'm very open to whatever they end up doing with it. If they want to take it down a new route, if it's been too long since that Scream TV series was a thing, I'm into it. I'm very into it. But I just want to. I would love another show. That would be fun. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do prefer movies, but I'm into a Scream TV series. I could get jiggy with that, one might say. Mr. L is saying, how do you think Alien Romulus will end, and will it tie into Aliens at all with its ending? So this is a great question. I've heard Fede Alvarez, the writer-director, saying that you don't have to see the other movies to see this one, and it can happen in between Alien and Aliens, but also maybe not. That's kind of his thing. He was saying the same thing before he produced the Texas Chainsaw movie that went to Netflix in 2022. He was saying the same thing. He's like, you can watch the other movies. They can exist with this one, but also not. That's a big stipulation for him, which is why Fede is one of my favorite active horror directors right now, because he gets it. He understands that, people don't like doing homework. People don't like doing homework with movies. We like to just go and check out the new damn thing already, I think that's great. I think that's a good move on their part personally. That makes Alien Romulus, again, an even more attractive product. So I don't think it will tie into Aliens or Alien, but it will take place in that universe, right? You'll feel that. There'll be xenomorphs attacking people and shit, and I'm sure, Wayland Yutani will rear its ugly head as well, right? It might tie into the TV series. That's a big maybe, but that does take place, if I'm remembering correctly, like 70 years before this movie. Don't quote me on that, but I remember it's a significant amount of time before this film and Alien. So I don't believe it will tie in. Madison is saying never been to Florida, let alone Florida. Never been to Universal, let alone Florida. Gotcha. We'll have to go. We'll have to make it happen at some point. Welcome to Horror Theory. That's a theory. A horror movie theory. God, that yeah, I don't know about that one. Jake, when I was 3, I was watching Terrifier 2016 and I didn't know what The Simpsons were. When you were 3, you were watching Terrifier 2016? Dear God. So are you 12? Are you 12 watching this? Dear God. Well, welcome in, Noel. You child. I'm just messing with you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Davey Deathray is saying, I'm really excited for It's Me, Billy, Chapter 2. Anyone else? Same day as Terrifier 3, but after you get home from the theater, you can jump on over to YouTube and catch it. I'm very excited for it. This is Dave McRae's fan film, correct? If I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I watched the first one. It's been I saw it when it came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about it. But it's awesome. It's good. I remember it being very good. So go give it a watch. He's awesome too as well. Love Dave. Love his content. And his fan films rock. So I'm very excited for that one. I did not realize it was the same day as Terrifier 3. That's exciting too. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Lighting Ghost is saying, Jake, I know what you did last summer is rumored to be filming this month. It should be filming. Tell you what, it should be filming ASAP, man. They have a hard release date of July, I believe 25th of next year? It's July something of next year, which is crazy that we haven't gotten word that production is happening yet. And the film is supposed to come out in a year. It's like, whoa, oh my God, y'all got to get moving if you want to make that release date. I even said something. I'm like, they might move that release date. I'm going to be honest. It might be like an August or September release date. What it ends up being, but I hope they're able to make it. I hope they're able to make a good product as well. Olaf is saying, fucking melting over here, Jake. It's too damn hot. Yes, it is. Started long legs, haven't finished it yet. How did you like it? Also finally watched In a Violent Nature and fucking loved it. Hashtag Stu lives. You know what? You had me until the end there. No, I'm just messing with you. Longlegs, I the first two acts I love. I think the procedural feel and the characters are so well thought out and laid out, and I don't know, everything about it rocks. It had a certain like magnetism to it that I just couldn't escape. You know what I mean? It really suckers you in. Feels like you're in a trance watching the first two acts of that movie. But how I described it in my review is when they finally give you the answer, it feels like a bottle shattering against concrete. Like the illusion is completely gone at a certain point. And it's very sudden and very just like, what? Like, why? Like, why are we doing it? This is so weird. I don't mind where they went with it. Like, it's not the concepts that I had a problem with. It was just like the way that they talked down to its audience kind of bugs me a little bit. Because it's like, I've been paying attention. You don't got to remind me of everything that I just saw. And the movie just, it's very condescending the way that they have the reveal. It's like the movie feels like its audience is stupid. And I just really wasn't into that. You know, it just kind of bummed me out, really shattered the illusion, and any sort of, you know, creepiness or tension that was built was immediately shattered by a certain scene that you might not have gotten to yet. That's just my take on the film, though. A lot of people, it seemed to really work with them. It's going viral, and it's made like a shit ton of money. It's one of the highest grossing indie horror flicks like of all time, and that makes me happy, which is why I don't want to shit on it too much, because this movie making money means that we'll get more indie horror flicks, which is a good thing. Always a good thing. Indie horror flicks are like the fucking best, in my opinion. So I'm very here for that, and I kind of have to support Longlegs, right? Like, I wasn't crazy about it, but I'm very happy that it's had the success that it's had. So that's good. That's very good stuff. Damn, all this talk about Longlegs, I'm gonna watch it tonight. You haven't seen it yet? Oh, you definitely got to see it. Like, it's a must see of the year, despite my feelings on it. You definitely got to check it out. What else we got going on here? You used to work at Universal? Olaf, my father is actually considering that. That's so interesting. He's thinking about retiring in Florida and working at Universal Studios. So that's very interesting. Very good stuff. Jake, give me the Flesh Man. I love the Flesh Man. You know how I want to see the Flesh Man in Terrifier 3, damn it. Let's go. Great stuff. Richard B is hitting on something that your boy's sitting on this week. I think art is dying in a biblical way. Think of how you'd kill a vampire. I think art will eventually eat Victoria, and it leads to his own death. Art will kill art. Ooh. I kind of like that idea. Like he kills Victoria, which is kind of his like power source, right? Like the entity is essentially that for him, but maybe he betrays this entity, right? Kind of made friends with it in Terrifier 2, but you know, maybe more shit happens during T3. We are going to get some kind of, you know, some new inkling as to what this thing is in Terrifier 3, so that's going to be interesting to see. Maybe they'll go down this route, and it will rock. Because that's interesting, you know, like the serpent eating itself and all that. I see what you're saying. I vibe with that, though, Richard. That's very interesting to think about. You went that same year to the Michael house. Was amazing. I literally waited in line for 2 hours for a 5-minute experience, but totally worth it. Same boat here, man. That was worth every second. It was worth every second for that walkthrough. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. It was that well done. The next person to type in the chat loves The Strangers Chapter 1. Hey, there's nothing wrong with liking movies, all right? Even if it's a 0 out of 10 film. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. We respect it. Any Strangers Chapter 1 lovers, I love it, man. I'm happy that you love horror movies. That makes me happy. Any theories on the runtime for Terrifier 3? I really think it's only going to be a little over 90 minutes, if I had to guess. I don't think we're going to do... I don't think we're going to do like the big mega slasher like how we did with T2 again. I think the biggest reason for that too is again, we're looking for what I think Damien is looking for what people loved the most from Terrifiers 2 and Terrifier 1, trying to mix that together into one entity. That's a good route. That's a good route to go. You know, he listens to his fans, and that's wonderful. I think that's great. Nothing wrong with that, you know? Good stuff there. Any update on the Backrooms, Trayvon King? Dude, I've heard nothing again. You know, nothing on that, which sucks. New A24 horror movie, gonna be interesting, hopefully, coming from director Kane Pixels, who's like a baby. Dude's like 18, 19 or something now. Making an A24 horror movie based on his YouTube series. So I hope we get something about that soon, man. I would love to see it. Need more scenes of Art the Clown doing basic stuff in Terrifier 3. Honestly, yes. The scene where he's doing his laundry, it sucks you in, right? Because you're not expecting that. You're just not expecting that from Art the Clown. He was this vicious killer, with an unknown origin, with an unknown motive in the first one, and then you see him doing his laundry. It humanizes the character, knowing that he knows to have to do that, right? Like, we just saw him be this, fucking monster in the previous film, and then he's doing all this. He's gearing up for round 2. So what's up with that? You know what I mean? What's happening there? I want to know. I totally agree, though. I love sequences like that humanize these monsters. It's great stuff. Luddy Network throwing $5 out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Damn all these talks of Universal. I am a goofy goober. Rock. Okay, so I gotta stop before I get copyrighted, but I love that. The Strangers remake made me clinically depressed. Me too, man. Madison and I saw that one, and I was just like, what did you think of that? And I was like, what are your thoughts on that movie? And she was like, it was okay. It was all right. And I told her like every scene that that they just stole from the previous movies, and they're like, and she's just like, that was all the good parts. Like, what do you mean they already did that in the other movies? Like, she couldn't believe it. She was like, I can't even fathom that. That's crazy. But I just remember just being so like, what? Like, every scene of this is something from a previous movie. It's crazy, man. Makes me sad. But I agree. All the Universal stuff is also getting me excited too. My nipples are hard, frankly. Luddy Network, thank you for the $5, though. I really do appreciate that. Is there a new monster universe happening? The Invisible Man and the new Wolfman? I'm definitely down for that. Austin, this is a really interesting turn of events. I'm actually really glad that you asked this. So, originally, you guys might remember that, was it 2016, 2017, the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise? They were trying to start their own cinematic universe with, not Marvel characters, with classic Universal monsters. They were trying to start their own cinematic universe, and it flopped big time. Not a lot of people were into that one. It's not crazy about that movie. But what they ended up doing instead is just doing all these separate movies that are reimagining Universal monsters. But the Dark Universe thing that you're talking about, they recycled that into something really fucking cool. It's a brand new park at the new Universal Studios, like their brand new park. There used to be 2 in Orlando, and now there's like a 3rd one. I think it's called Epic Universe. And one of the things is going to be like the Dark Universe, where there's all the monsters all together in one little section. It's kind of a brilliant reimagining of that idea. They took that, like, all the work that went into setting that up, and they used it for something else. Good on Universal. Like, hats off, man. That's great stuff right there. So the Invisible Man and the new Wolfman will likely not be connected, besides the fact that they are coming from the same director. So they might have like a similar tone, but I don't think there's going to be any like, post-credit scene, Nick Fury going up to the Wolfman saying, I want you to join the Dark Universe Initiative, and Elizabeth Moss is there. No, no, I don't think anything like that's going to happen. But I do believe that, that's really where that funneled to is the theme parks. Mojo Jojo, what's up, fella? Do you think Art the Clown could appear in a game or be a game? Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, I'd love to see him as a Mortal Kombat character. That would be great. I know that Ghostface just became a Mortal Kombat character, which is really exciting. That's very cool. Would love to play him. I remember, like, was it the last Mortal Kombat or the one before that? There's a bunch of really cool side characters. So if they do something like that here, that'd be fun. I'm very, very much down for that. I gotta drink some water. I'm so sorry, everybody. I did not drink enough water today. I tried. You gotta stay hydrated though, folks. Hot take, but besides some obvious exceptions, when a horror villain dies, they should stay dead. It's really cliche that they keep coming back. I agree, but I will say, I like when, the same horror villain comes back for different movies, but it's got to be for a good reason. You know what I mean? It's got to be, you got to have a reason to do it. Like, I think Art the Clown coming back for Terrifier 3, like, you couldn't do Terrifier 3 without Art the Clown. You know what I mean? Like, what's even the point at that point? I want to see Art come back 100 more times. That's fun. When it comes down to, what you're going for, though, then you got to do something. Yeah, are you trying to be a little more realistic? You know what I mean? Like if they made a Long Legs sequel right? You wouldn't want certain characters to come back. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. If they were to make, I'm trying to think of an example that's not fucking spoilery. Shit. What's a recent one? How about a Ghostface killer, right? We wouldn't want one of those to come back from the dead because Scream kind of takes itself seriously sometimes. Okay, that's a bad example too, because I know half of y'all probably disagree with that. But anyways, if you're going for more like realism, yes, I agree. But if you're going for more just, we want to have fun, we want to have some gore, we want to have some blood, some guts, some triumph maybe, like Terrifier, yeah, it's a different case. But I feel you. I hear you, Easton. And I feel that, man. Got to keep things realistic in certain franchises. Mr. Piss Taker is saying, hi, Jake, do you think Terrifier 3 is going to be better than 2? It's tough to say because I love Terrifier 2. Man, I mean, I love this film to death. It is maybe my favorite slasher film of all time. Will Terrifier 3 be better? I think it has the potential to be, absolutely. I think it could be even darker as well. It could be a darker series too. But again, I think it's all going to come down to, is Terrifier 3, like, does it have those same, like, or not same, but like some good plot beats as well, just like T2 did. There's a lot going on in Terrifier 2 that I liked. It is a 2-hour and 20-minute long movie where nearly everything about it works for me. That's a big reason why I like it. Like, the kills are exciting and so much fun, but I also really like the story happening at its core. I really like everything going on with Sienna and her mom. That relationship is so interesting to me. I think Jonathan is an interesting character too. I'm excited to see what they do with him. He's so obsessed with serial killers in general. Where's that going to go in Terrifier 3, How has this character evolved in the last 5 years based on all that? So I want to see if all those little minute details, those idiosyncrasies about Terrifier 2, how they transfer into 3. A big thing we all complained about with the first Terrifier was it didn't have a plot, right? It was just Art the Clown running around killing people. It's a showcase of who this slasher villain is. Now, Terrifier has evolved into something even grander. Terrifier 2 has a story. Well, will Terrifier 3 be even deeper with that story while still managing to have those really fun and dark, disgusting moments too? I'm excited to see how they evolve it. This is a great question, Mr. Pistaker, because I want it to be. I totally want Terrifier 3 to be better. And even if it's not, it's still probably going to be fucking fantastic and in good company. We were talking about Evil Dead Rise earlier, and while that film is a little lower on my rankings of Evil Dead films, I would still say the Evil Dead franchise is one of the best, if not the best horror franchise of all time. All 5 of those movies are fucking fantastic. I could put on any of them at any time and have an excellent afternoon. I love them all. I think all 5 of them are some of my favorite horror movies. Like they're so good for totally different reasons. You can hit so many different ends of the spectrum in Evil Dead, and I hope Terrifier is kind of the same. We're going for a darker tone in T3, where T2 was a little goofier, right? Kind of like how Evil Dead 1 is kind of scary, but then you get to Evil Dead 2 and it's like slapstick comedy. What's going on there? That's crazy. You can get so many different, you can pull so many different emotions from the Evil Dead franchise. That's why I'm constantly calling it my desert island franchise, man. So I'm hoping we get the same from Terrifier 3. I think that's the best way to approach a long-standing franchise. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see what this one's all about. I know the kills are going to be good. I know the Art the Clown performance is going to be great. I can just tell you that from the fucking teaser trailer we just got. But I'm excited to find out about all those other things. How do they handle the mythos? Do they keep it cryptic? Do they give us a little another stroke of the paintbrush, another little detail? Where does it go next? Are these things going to be satisfying? These are the questions that I'm especially waiting to be answered. Ella has been a member for 3 months. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Eli Roth and Dr. Mambo were needed in Rise for real. Ooh. I hear you on things getting like more brutal, right? Rise, I still love it though. I still love Evil Dead Rise. Again, I rewatched it and I have maybe a bit more issues. It's probably down from a 10 out of 10 to maybe like an 8.5, a 9, but I still love it. Evil Dead Rise is still fantastic. I hear what you're saying about Eli Roth though. It needed to be a little darker. It has some really good character moments that are so well done, and there are some moments that made me look away because it was too hard to watch. That Cheese Grater is one of the best sequences in Evil Dead history. But if they were to even take it a little farther at some points, like I agree. I think it could have been even crazier. But I do love it. It's a great film. The whole sequence at the door too. God, open up now. Fuck that shit. Dear God, it's so brutal. But yeah, no, I hear you though. But I love that movie to death. It's so much fun. Ella, thank you for being a member for 3 months. I really do appreciate your support. And I hope you're digging all the stuff that comes along with being a member. So it's very good stuff. Fort Misery Gaming, thanks for being a member. Saying, Jake, did you hear Deadpool and Wolverine made $211 million opening weekend, making it the #1 R-rated movie of all time, 6th of all time in every genre. That's crazy, man. I'm so happy. Honestly, that has me hyped, man. I've always really enjoyed the X-Men movies, and I love Deadpool, like the 2 Deadpool movies that came before it. So it makes me happy that it's doing so well. I wish it wasn't just Cameo the movie. It is cameo after cameo after cameo after cameo, and that's kind of the biggest draw to watching it. So I don't know if I'll ever watch Deadpool and Wolverine again, but goddamn, I had a good time watching it. You know what I mean? I had a blast in the theater. Took the whole family to see it because we're all big fans, and it was fun. I had a good time, but again, it is, take the cameos out of that movie. What is it? What is that movie without all the crazy characters that they pulled from the grander MCU. So I don't know. I have so many mixed feelings on it, but I get why it's so successful. It's a very fun movie. It's been a long time since we had a Deadpool movie. And I did have a good time with it overall, but I think it is easily the weakest Deadpool film. But honestly, and here's the other thing too. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, dude, he has one of the best Wolverine performances in the books, in my opinion here. I mean, nothing's ever going to top Logan, but Hugh Jackman was one of my favorite parts of that whole movie. Guy kills it. I mean, he's always on as that character. That's a big attraction to just about every X-Men movie, for me because of him. He's such a great actor, man. As much as this was a joke in Deadpool and Wolverine when he says, oh, he's going to be doing this till he's 90, I don't think I would be so against that, man. I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. So there's a lot to love in Deadpool and D&W. There's a lot to love in that film. I wish every plot point didn't rely on cameos. That's my big thing about it. Stefano, thank you for another 5 Killjoy Jake memberships. Really appreciate that. Those are going to Richie, Mia, maybe, Life of Fonz, Steven Slavis, an unpaid movie critic. Holy crap. Welcome to the fold, everybody. Exciting stuff. Y'all can watch the exciting horror hot take series that is exclusive for patrons and channel members now. So I'll shut up about it because I've talked about it a lot, but go check it out. It's fun. Jado is saying it's a multiverse movie though. Are you not crazy about multiverse movies? I'm curious to hear that. Oh, excuse me. I can get into them. Personally, I don't mind them. But it really does, it really does come down to execution, of course, at the end of the day. But I vibed with the multiverse angle to it. It was fun, but... Austin is saying, I love Deadpool and Wolverine. You said it relied on cameos, but I disagree. Each cameo had a purpose in the film. Also, is it a cameo if it's a supporting role? Well, like Wolverine is not a cameo, but I don't want to say because it's a fresh movie. I don't want to spoil it. But there is the second act. Let's say that. The second act is just cameo. And these characters don't do much besides help the characters fight, right? That's not spoiling anything. I really don't think it is. So that sequence in particular is what I'm talking about. I also feel like the first Deadpool in particular, it has a great villain. Ajax is fantastic. Like one of my favorite Marvel villains, technically not MCU, right? One of my favorite Marvel villains in the whole goddamn thing. I love him. He's evil. He's fucked up, and it makes sense why Deadpool wants to fucking kill the guy. Then you kind of have a lack of a villain in Deadpool 2, which was a big criticism I had of that one. And then this film just takes one of the villains from Loki, and I don't know how I feel about that. She's great. She's excellent, but I wanted more. I wanted more than just that. I wanted a bad guy to really. I love when a superhero movie can give me a bad guy that I really hate, but I also see it from their side. Those are the best. Superhero villains, right? Thanos is a great example. Doc Ock is a great example from Spider-Man 2. What is the guy from Guardians 3 is another good example of an excellent villain. I want to hate the villain. You know what I mean? I really want that. And I didn't really feel that with Deadpool and Wolverine. So I don't know. That's a big thing for me. But I did, like I said, I do enjoy Deadpool and Wolverine. I enjoyed it, but it's not at the same level as that first Deadpool, man. That is, whew. That one's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Erica has just gifted 5 Killjoy Jake memberships. Thank you so much, Erica. Oh my God, I appreciate it. We're just expanding the fold big time. Scream Sisters podcast. Very nice. Got to listen to that podcast. Thank you for becoming a member. Little KB, anti-progressive praxis. I don't know what's up with that. Burrito Tube and Queric V. Welcome to the fold, fellas. Welcome in. Thanks for being members, dogs. Appreciate y'all. And Erica, thank you so much. Thank you. Means a whole bunch. And Stefano is saying the best Deadpool movie was the first one without a doubt. I love that first movie is fantastic. I've seen it a couple of times now, and it just rocks. So much fun. Nerdy Mastermind is saying James Gunn's Superman has officially wrapped shooting today. The first film in the DCU. 28 years later, also wrapped shooting today. Oh, no way. I did not know about that last thing there. And Fantastic Four has begun shooting today, 2025. Let's go. Lots of exciting stuff coming out in 2025. Your boy is very excited for James Gunn's Superman because it was filmed right here in my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio, as well as, the greater area of Ohio. Some scenes in Cincinnati, too, I hear. I'm very, very, very excited for it. I love James Gunn movies. I think he's made some of the best superhero movies in the last 10 years, personally. The S Squad, I can't say that word on YouTube. They treat that word like it's like it's the nastiest word ever. That movie's fantastic from 2021. And then was it 2023 that Guardians came out? I can't remember, but Guardians 3 was one of my favorite Marvel movies in a very long time. It hit so many different things for me. I feel like a lot of Marvel movies just don't have that emotional angle anymore. Guardians 3 was the last one where I was like in fucking tears. I can't believe James Gunn made me cry over a CGI animal, but he fucking did, dude. Damn, what a good movie. So I'm so excited for the DCU and everything coming there. Your boy's switching sides. I was such a big Marvel fan for a while, but now DCU has my full attention. I am excited for Robert Downey playing Doctor Doom, though. I gotta say, I'm so excited for that. I might be in the minority there, but dude, Robert Downey Jr. is one of my favorite actors of all time. He can do it all. He can do comedy, he can do drama, he can do action. He can do everything, man. So I'm very excited for him playing Doctor Doom. I don't even if the movie sucks, I don't care. I just want to see his performance as Doctor Doom. I'm here for that, honestly. So that's exciting stuff. The Fantastic Four cast looks awesome too. But Marvel has had a pretty nasty history of doing some bad team up movies. So at least in my opinion, again, some people may disagree, but I hope Fantastic Four is good. It's got an excellent cast. I mean, oh my God, the characters, the people playing those characters, I think are great choices. So there's a lot of exciting superhero stuff happening. I feel like we just went through a little lull, maybe like post Endgame, and now things are picking up a little bit. So it has me excited. I'm not gonna lie, but I totally get the people who are, not crazy about it either, but I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited, man. Anthony Morano, what's up, fella? Are you going to get an alien popcorn bucket? I'm obsessed. Dude, me too. I want the face hugger one so bad. Like, I don't care who's next I have to step on. I'm getting one of those things, dude. Oh my God, it looks cool, Anthony. No, I'm very excited for that for sure. Oh my God. There's that one, and there's also the Xenomorph popcorn bucket where it's the one of the heads and like it opens up. Also very cool. I have I don't know where it is, but I have like a Xenomorph something, like a candy bucket. Where is that thing? It used to be on the set. I don't know where it went, but I already have something that kind of looks like that, so I think that's why I'm getting the facehugger one, but it's cool. It's cool nonetheless. No idea where I got that. Like, I feel like it just showed up on the set one day, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. Unpaid movie critic, what's up, fella? How's it going? Jake, you and Chris Stuckman are the reason I have a film reviewing channel. Oh my God, thank you. I'm ready for the front room and trap. that means a lot to me, man. Chris Stuckman is one of the reasons that I started doing all of this, and it's so cool to see him be so successful these days. So awesome. So glad that Neon picked up Shelby Oaks. Holy crap. Thank you. That means a great deal to me. Thank you so much. And I'm very excited for both of these movies too. The Front Room, I'm like, even if I don't care if it sucks. I'm so happy that Brandy is back in horror, man. That makes me so happy. I would love to see her in the cast of the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. That would make me so happy, as well as I would love to see her in a Scream movie. She's a top casting choice for someone who should play a new character in the world of Scream. I would love to see Brandy do that. I think she's an excellent actress. Would love to see more of her. Trap, I'm excited for too. I have my reservations. I'm worried that it's gonna not be great, but I hope it's good. God, I hope it's. I'm rooting for this movie big time, man. I don't know how I feel about the fact that it's PG-13 though. You know, this is a film that is self-described by M. Night Shyamalan as Silence of the Lambs at a pop concert. So, you know, making it PG-13, I don't know how I feel about that, but I do hope it's good. Like I said, this Thursday, I'm going to be rooting for this movie. I'm going into the theater saying, you're going to be good, Trap. I'm going to, Josh Hartnett, strangle him a little. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, I'm very excited for the film, though, and I hope both of these are good. There are people in both of these that I love and that I've been a huge fan of for a long time now. I hope they rock. And Unpaid Movie Critic, good luck with the channel, my dude. I hope you kill it. I hope you're having fun doing it too, because that's the most important thing. Have fun with it. If there's any advice I could give you, have fun, show the passion, and shit will come. Shit will happen. So Ty Lee is saying they should have introduced RDJ earlier. This feels too rushed and sudden. I can't argue with that. Thanos was built up perfectly. It was a culmination of plot lines leading to an epic finale. Some cohesion is what I want. I can't disagree with that either. I see the people who are saying that this comes off as a little desperate from Marvel. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I can get into it because the comics have done shit like this for years, man. That's a big thing. The comic books are always constantly saying, oh, well, this character is now this character, or this is doing that. We're going all over the place. And if you look back at the grander history of a character, it probably would make no goddamn sense. But, the movies are doing that too, just like the comic books. That's how I'm looking at this, at least, and that's why I can get into it. So I'm excited. Personally, I'm very excited to see what they end up doing with this, but I can't disagree with that. Obviously, this comes after all the Jonathan Majors stuff, so that's probably why they had to course correct. And yeah, it does come off as a little desperate, but RDJ is going to give a good performance, man. I mean, we know this. He's a guarantee that's going to rock. I'm just glad they didn't bring Tony Stark back to life. I'm just glad they're doing something different. I know he might be a Stark variation or variant or whatever, but at least it's not, Tony Stark who sacrificed himself in 2019 coming back to life or something. That would just be insane. Remember when they were talking about that crazy shit, man? I was like, dude, what is up? Do you recommend the saga of Alien? I've never watched a single one of it. Oh my God, really? Dude. Oh, Stefano, yes. Oh, listen, here's what I'll say, man. Alien and Aliens are must-watch sci-fi horror. Like, must-watch. You got to watch these in your lifetime. The rest of them, pick or choose which ones you like. That's kind of how it tends to be in the fan base. Some people love Alien 3, for instance. It's directed by David Fincher, who's made some killer, just movies in general. But it had a lot of production problems. So in my opinion, it didn't come out the best. But, then you have Alien Resurrection, which is a little more of just like a, mindless sci-fi action movie, which, maybe you like that too. Maybe that's good. I've definitely found a lot more cracks in that one, but I still have a good time with it. Some of the sequels are whatever, but those first two, goddamn, you got to watch those. I mean, Aliens is a masterful movie. It's gorgeous. The character work is great. The original is fantastic too. It's one of the best Ridley Scott films without a doubt. Oh yeah, dude, you got to watch those. Especially before this new one comes out too. Get hyped up for it. So, Speak No Evil looks crazy. 50 Shades of Mayan, dude. If you have not seen the original, I could not recommend it more. Watch the original. It's on Shudder right now. Give it a watch, man. Ooh, oh, brutal. One of the most upsetting horror flicks I've seen in the 2020s for sure. Luddy, I'm going to answer this in 2 seconds. My dude, thank you for the 5 again. I really do appreciate you. What is the timeline for your current secret project? What is your opinion on the upcoming Smile? Great questions all around. So, here's what I can say about the secret project. It's done. It's in the can. Bad Boy is ready to go and hopefully do some things. I can't say why or what's going on with it, but I might be able to get it, in a place better than YouTube. Let's just say that for right now. And maybe that happens. That would be really cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But hey, you never know. So I'm working on some things behind the scenes with that. And I will probably have some sort of announcement coming soon regarding everything going on there. But I can't say anything now, unfortunately. I wish I could say more. What is your opinion on the upcoming Smile, the Smile sequel? Dude, I'm very excited for it. I'm going to be real. When Smile came out, I loved it. I really did enjoy it. I'm like, this is a fun movie. It, follows a similar flow of other horror flicks for sure. Very comparable to like The Ring, It Follows, whatever. But I really enjoyed it. It finds a way to be unique and stand out from those other flicks, scaring you in a different way. I think that the route that they've taken with Smile 2 is kind of genius. It makes a lot of sense because again, what did I just say? That they're talking about how a lot of people criticize that first Smile because it is so similar to everything to other horror flicks out there, but it scares you in a very unique way. It is a self-destruction of your main character who has this curse on her, but it's a little different than those other two flicks that I just mentioned, right? It's a different way to scare you. And now we've taken that self-destruction scariness and we've applied that to a character who has the media on her 24/7. That is going to be that's such a great evolution to make a concept bigger, in my opinion. I love the concept of Smile 2. Again, have not seen it yet. But I really do think that this could be something special. This could be an excellent sequel if it's done right. And we also know that Parker Finn, the writer-director of both of these movies, is working on a remake of Possession. I'm going to be real. I watched this one recently, and it's been really tough for me to get through it. I still have not finished it. It is... I like it, but it's kind of like an Ari Aster film in the sense where like it's hard to watch, but that's also the point. So I have not gotten through all of Possession yet. I think it's good. I think I like it, but again, I'm very appalled by it because of it's a very tough to watch film. It's hard to explain if you haven't seen it, but it is two characters screaming at each other for the whole time. But it's also very intriguing. And Parker Finn is talking about doing a remake of it, which I'm interested in. I'm like, hey, hell yeah, man! This is a kind of a cult hit that stars Sam Neill, and I can't remember what the female actress's name is, but Sam Neill's in it from Jurassic Park, and it's a very, very, very interesting movie. I've only gotten like halfway through, and I had to turn it off. Like it's one of those like headache-inducing movies because it's so fucking like it's so just like it's hard to call it a horror film. It's more of just like, again, I know of shit that happens later on in it. It's very hard to explain this movie, but it's a couple that get into a crazy argument about some crazy shit that's going on in their lives. And it's like, again, it's very thought-provoking. It's very interesting, but it is very hard to watch. It is just people screaming at each other so far for the first 45 minutes. And I'm like, I know this is going to get good. This is clearly a lot of setup, but it kind of gave me a headache a little bit, but I'm excited to hear what Parker Finn is going to do with this concept. And I'm going to get through it at some point because I really want to know where this is going. But God, I mean, it's like Beau is Afraid, where it's like, this is hard to watch, but I can't stop watching it. It's in that same vein for sure. But I'm excited for Smile 2. I'm excited for all of Parker Finn's upcoming projects. Run it. Let's make it happen, man. Luddy, thank you for the 5 though, man. I really do appreciate you. Appreciate you a bunch. Has anyone else seen Possession? This movie, or is this just a complete like I have no idea what you're talking about, Jake? I would love to hear your thoughts because I heard that Parker Finn was doing a new take on it, and I'm like, I got to just sit down and fucking watch this movie, man. I've read about it like 100 times. I've seen like the scene from it like 1,000 times too, and I sat down and I watched it. And I'm like, this is just people screaming at each other, and it's really interesting. Like, it's not bad. That's not a criticism. I'm like, this is clearly going somewhere. But God, I mean, I'm just like, I have a headache listening to these people just scream at each other for 20 minutes. But there's so much happening in the background of that movie that it's fascinating. Like, it's like I'm very curious to see where this goes. So I'll shut up about it. But I have so much to say about Possession. I could do a whole video on it. Noelle is saying when Art sees the little girl, he will point and laugh at her, then hit her with the axe, because we saw 2 of those scenes in the second teaser scenes connected. That's a very good. I see what you're saying. You're saying like that first teaser trailer we got back in November. Will that be part of the movie? Will that connect to sequences we got in this brand new teaser where we see Art swinging the axe in the Santa costume? I think yes, but it's going to be different footage. Like, I don't think it's going to be that same little girl, or maybe it is. I don't know. I do believe it's going to be a different character, entirely a different, like brand new footage, the same concept though. But yeah, I wouldn't rule that out for sure. Definitely would not rule that out. Anyways, Jake, can the Babadook 2 still come out soon? I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. I remember reading an article from Jennifer Kent saying that she wasn't really interested in doing the Babadook 2. But I love that first one. It's great. Gangster Bro is predicting that Terrifier 4 will take place in a city on Halloween. It will basically just be an upgrade of Terrifier 1 with new kills. Is that not just Terrifier 2, though, taking place on Halloween? Maybe it'll be like a big city, though, is what you're saying. I'm not against that. Like somewhere else besides Miles County. I could get into that for sure. I'm curious to see all the locations that Terrifier 3 takes us down, because we know, like, there's going to be like a dorm, a college setting. There's like a bunch of houses that we're going to. There's some kind of like construction workers are going through some kind of fucking, dirty attic or something where Art the Clown has been this whole time. I have a lot of questions. I definitely have a lot of questions for sure. And I'm curious to see where it all ends up going. Terrifier 4, I have heard a lot of people say that it might be another holiday. Like it might be like a Valentine's Day slasher or something. I could totally see that for the record. I'm very into that. Or like an Easter slasher. We don't have a ton of those. I personally wouldn't be against that at all. Easter would make a little more sense. Again, I've talked about this before, but I do think that it's been... I do think that it's an important thing to recognize. There's a ton of religious symbolism in all of the Terrifier and All Hallows Eve films that, regarding Art the Clown. I do think that there's something there. There is something to be said about all of that. There's some connection with that. It's no mistake that this is a Christmas horror movie. You know what I mean? I do believe that's a factor in who Art the Clown is, and I think that will play into whatever comes next. With the Terrifier 4. So I do think I do believe that's going to happen. So it would make, honestly, if I'm predicting anything for Terrifier 4, it's going to be an Easter slasher film. Because again, that's the rebirth, right? That's what that represents in Christianity. So I could see that being the case, but we'll have to see where it ends up going. Have I heard of Blink Twice? I feel like I have. I don't know if I remember exactly what this is, but this sounds familiar. Not 100% on that, Easton. Started watching In a Violent Nature. Pretty funny so far. It's definitely a goofy film, and it's got some brutal moments to it, too. I loved it. My favorite horror film of the year so far. Fondren Homestead, hello. When will we get a Terrifier 3 official trailer? Probably this upcoming month in August at some point. We'll get some official marketing for it. The marketing campaign has begun. We got that first teaser trailer out the gate. I think we got some more, so I definitely think we have some more footage coming out soon. I know that Damien doesn't like to show a whole bunch in his trailers, and again, this is, he's trying not to go the Hollywood route and just, throw out as many trailers and as many scenes from the movie as possible before it even comes out. Which is why, personally, I was happy. I was happy with the teaser that we got. It was a little more limited. I'm here for that. I vibe with that. But I am excited to see a full, like maybe a 2-minute long trailer. See what else they want to show us. Hopefully stuff with the characters and nothing that spoils any kills, right? Do I have to watch the first 2 Terrifiers before the third one? I would say yes. I do believe that Terrifier 3 is going to pick up 5 years after the sequel. So you'll want to know what happens in that one. And also, if you have not seen Terrifier 1, there's a character that comes in for this new film that is a big part of that first film. That wasn't really in Terrifier 2 all that much. So it's had a lot of people theorizing if you haven't seen those films. So yes, I would definitely recommend watching the first 2 and then watch the third one. Why does Art only come out during the holidays? It doesn't have to. It's definitely a style choice. But you make a good point. I'm predicting Easter because we got a theme running here, right? The first 2 were Halloween. Now it's a Christmas slasher. Now I feel like, then we could be moving into like an Easter thing, right? I only say that because, again, the religious connection, and we've done holidays in the last, in the last 3, so I feel like that's going to be a thing here. And also, I think about where Art the Clown came from. All Hallows Eve, you know what I mean? Just another way to say Halloween, right? So it's fitting. It makes sense. And now Art the Clown is on to other holidays. So I think it's fun. I think it's like how Michael Myers only strikes on Halloween, right? It's paying homage. It's standing on the shoulders of giants and all that. I think it's fun. Austin Daniels is saying thoughts on The Nun 2. It was a huge upgrade from the first film, but still not great. Goes to show how ass the first was. The goat jump scare towards the end got me good. I agree with all of these things. Yeah, I don't think it was great, but it definitely was an improvement. I think oddly enough, the globe plotting trot, or should I say Europe trotting plot line, that actually held my interest a little more than the pretty stale and pretty static plot line of the first one, where not a whole lot happens. So I appreciated that there was a little more movement, a little more vibrancy, more opportunities for scares and stuff, which was fun. I think the nun was even more vicious in this one than she's ever been, which doesn't really make sense when you go back and watch the other ones. But again, I'm turning my brain off for the Conjuring sequels. Let's be real. So I had a good time with the Nun too. It's not great, but I was like, it's better than the first one. I like to see improvement. and at least there's that. I'm not going to be singing this film's praises or anything like that, because the ending does get a little dumb, but I'm still here for it. I love Bonnie Aarons as Valak, so that's cool. Pennywise or the Babadook? I think I like Pennywise maybe a little more, but the Babadook, like I love him. He's a creepy little guy. He's got a great design. I think the Terrifier 3 trailer will drop with the release of Stream. I feel you on that. I think that's why we got a teaser first. I think you got a big point there, Mr. Piss Taker. It has just been announced that Art the Clown is going to be in Terrifier 3. Big shock. Bro, had no idea. Had no idea that was going to happen. Terrifier 4 is a 4th of July movie. Art the Clown Dear God, I can't say that right now. Ben Batts is saying, I'd love to see a 4th of July setting somewhere down the line. 2 for 2 on that one. Okay. Hell yeah, a little 4th of July Art the Clown madness. October 11th cannot come soon enough. I couldn't agree more, my friend. And one more comment, I think your boy is gonna call it a night here. I recommend a film called Dead Whisper. I watched it in March of this year at CineQuest. It is a very interesting horror film. And what do you think of Bagman and Never Let Go? Hang on, wait. I saw Baghead. I saw Baghead recently. Yes, yeah, okay, that's the one that I saw. I don't think I know about Bagman, I'm gonna be honest. I want to say I saw, like, Dread Central, maybe? Run something on this recently? Child-eating monster revealed, a new horror movie starring Hunger Games actor. That's, well, just from that headline alone, I'm in. Holy crap. Is it on Tubi? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay. I just got recommended, a movie on Tubi called Low Lives or Low Lifes or something like that. I've been meaning to watch that. I heard that Drum Dums really liked it, so I was like, oh, I got to give that a watch. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the stream for tonight, because old Jake needs to get his beauty sleep. But I will be back on Friday for another very fun live stream. I will hopefully have another Terrifier theory for you guys in the week, and of course, a review of Trap from M. Night Shyamalan. I'm going to also try to get a review of All My Friends Are Dead out, but no promises there. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Greatly appreciate you guys. Sorry I had to move the stream from Monday to Tuesday. Had some crazy stuff going on. But thank you again for all hanging out with me tonight. Really do appreciate you guys. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.